Okay, so Robbie, what does the Bible tell us about education?
Well, it says an enormous amount, actually. But I think the thing for me as a dad that I find most convicting and most challenging is what Paul says to the church in Ephesus, chapter 6, verse 4. He says, "Fathers, do not provoke your children to anger, but bring them up in the discipline and instruction of the Lord." Now, we're all responsible within the church for our children's education. But actually, Paul wants to talk specifically to dads here. And as a dad myself, I find it deeply convicting to think through how I can make sure my children are going to be brought up in a way that helps them understand how important the Christian faith is. Now, the Greek that sits beneath some of the discipline and instruction, some of the words used here in English, is paideia, which is about culture, and it's about an ecosystem that sits around our children. And that means a lot to me as a dad, not just a school leader in my day job. I want to make sure that alongside my wife and within my church, that we're making sure we enable our children to understand and know the Christian faith deeply in their own lives.
And I agree. I really liked what you said there about the ecosystem, because I think we feel really strongly that education comes really within that and is a huge part of creating that ecosystem for our children. Okay, so let's go further back. Let's have a look at what the Bible has to say. I've got Deuteronomy chapter 6 here, and I'm just going to read you out a couple of verses. So it says here, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your might. And these words that I command you today shall be on your heart. You shall teach them diligently to your children, and shall talk of them when you sit in your house, and when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise." So I guess reading this as a mum, the first thing is I feel like we're going to be busy if we take this really seriously. Yeah. What are your thoughts on this?
To have the word teach in there at the very foundations of the nation of Israel